Look, I was assigned to be an ambassador and presented my credentials to the President of Kenya on the 6th of December 2018. The embassy was staying in a small house as an office, but we had a huge land which was owned by the Somali Embassy, but it was old and it has been destroyed for 30 years, 35 years. Nothing has been done inside that embassy. So I decided to rehabilitate that embassy, knowing that it was a challenge because I didn't have money and I was not expecting a lot from the Somali government. So we invited different companies to know how much they will rehabilitate. So we advertised it. 5 companies applied that. 3 Somali, 1 Indian, and 1 Kenyan. The Indian suggested that he will rehabilitate almost $1 million. The Kenyan is $700,000. But one Somali did not bring any BNQ, bill of quantity. So we disqualified him immediately. 2 Somalis, one brought about 310,000, the other one 370,000. And we selected the cheapest, 310,000. Now, a gentleman that we know each other well, Fathi Ali Hospital, who is the ambassador, Somali Ambassador, current Somali Ambassador in Ankara, called me from Turkey at that time. And he said, Ambassador, I was involved with the rehabilitation of the embassy, and please wait me until we see each other. I didn't have money. I was not in a hurry. Yes, I say anytime. He came to me and he said, we did some job this embassy. And I said, do you have a contract? He said, no. I said, who assigned you to do it? He said, Somali community. He said, Somali community do not represent Somali Embassy. Somali Embassy is an identity, diplomatic identity. Somali community cannot represent, but they can help. So he said we collected $100,000 from Somali community. And he said we contracted an Indian and he put another 200,000. So 200,000 is outstanding. Then I said, please show me. At that time, we did not rehabilitate yet. Show me what have you done in the embassy. There's no single thing that my friend can show me, what we can call rehabilitation or refurbishment. It didn't happen. Then I said to him, look, who did you agree with? He said the former ambassador was there when we were talking about with the community. Then I said the former ambassador is the minister right now, very influential minister, because Jamal was a very influential minister. Then I said, why don't you go to him and talk to him? Let Jamal convince the government, so the government, they want to reimburse you, so do it, so be it. But Aniga, what do you want from me? He said, I want you, when you are fundraising, to tell the community there's a debt 200,000 head. And it needs to be paid. Then I say, I cannot say that. I cannot ask the community that, because I don't see any rehabilitation, I don't see contract, I don't see anything. At that point, they started, they started to complain. They wrote a letter, and they sent someone to bring the letter to our embassy. I instructed the staff that no one should receive any letter unless they know what that letter is and where it came from. I saw my secretary received a letter, and then I said, take it back. Don't. The next day we saw that they put in the newspaper that the Somali Embassy kidnapped a person, and they were holding 6 hours, and they tortured him. That's exactly what they wrote. They say they tortured him, and they were holding 6 hours. We have a CCTV. Minister of Foreign Affairs sent us a letter about that complaint. I went to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the permanent secretary, with my legal advisor. I had a legal advisor, very smart legal advisor. We met with the permanent secretary. He called his legal advisor. We discussed. We showed them that this person was in the embassy 10 minutes, only 10 minutes. No one touched his hand, even no one shake his hands. So we convinced him that this is not true. So if this is not true, everything is not true. Then they say, okay, we'll take care of it. The court will take care of it. They said the embassy, no one can sue the embassy. They should come, even courts should come through the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Then, sometime later, the court said that you cannot sue to the embassy, but you can sue the government. That's what they said. You cannot sue Somali Embassy, but because it's immune from that. But you can sue Somali government. That was the position that I know about this issue. Now, before I left, they renewed the complaint, the court. Then I realized that this is something funny, is smelling. So I went, very smart, 2 lawyers, highly qualified and highly respected in Kenya. Ahmed Nasir and Ahmed Dere, different. 2 lawyers, very skillful lawyers, very respectable lawyers. And I said, look, we cannot pay you, but we want you to defend us. They say yes. So Ahmed Nasir and Ahmed Dere talked. So Ahmed Nasir will take care of it. So I went to Ahmed Nasir. He assigned one of his junior lawyers. I think 3 times, 4 times I went there. We'll give all the papers, all paperwork, all the correspondence, all these things. On that point, my replacement time came in. So ambassador and the new ambassador cannot meet in the country. I have to leave the country before he comes. But I left a letter because I knew that they will renew this. I left a letter saying that, look, there's no debt on this embassy. And I told him that those people are complaining. So you have to know it's not true. There's nothing to do with these companies. So that's where I left. I saw the Somali YouTubers and even video saying that the former ambassador, spent 200,000 for a rehabilitation of his house. I don't have old house in Kenya. I don't have new house in Kenya, and my personality will not allow me to buy a property, a country that I'm an ambassador. I cannot do that morally. I don't have old house, I don't have new house, and nothing. That's not true. That's YouTubers. And the other thing that they are telling us is complete rubbish. That's what I know, and I believe there is no money owed by the embassy. And I will encourage Somali government to send good representative lawyers, particularly these two gentlemen, either Ahmed Dere or Ahmed Nasir, to defend the embassy or the government. This is a bogus claim. It's not true. It's nothing to do. There's no money. If there's no contract, if there's no proof of building renewal or whatever, so how can they prove this? How can they prove it? Show me even paperwork. Show me how to pay. In contract you pay installment. When they finish a period, then you pay them. Then again you pay them like that, installment. Where are those papers? Will they give 100,000 in one time? Will they give 200? Do you believe an Indian will spend $200,000 without getting from the company that give him contract? An Indian will do that? Will do favor, so he will continue the project. When it ends, the money that they give him, it will stop it. So this is not true, and that's the reality of what they are talking and what they are saying in the in YouTubes and all these things. And I still believe that the government should stand against this claim. They should not budge 1 inch of that claim. Nothing they built, nothing they rehabilitate. I think the Somali community has the right, the Somali community in Nairobi has the right to claim the 100,000 they gave him. Tell them, show me what have you done in that 100,000, and they cannot show it. Thank you very much.